DOT to start land acquisition. So
Is this something, and I'm only asking this because I know I'm gonna get asked about it. Is this something that Diamond Concrete would be able to bid on?
probably not. The ones that we have coming up real soon, however, they would like Trenton Newcastle sidewalk.
But that's not stuff that's on this list.
No,
Okay,
I mean, we have stuff in the current penny that a lot of, we have sidewalks that still need to be built on the current penny. That would be sooner. And this one's gonna be pretty big.
because he asked me every month.
Mhm.
So, is this something we can bid on? Is this something we thought? I don't know.
Yeah,
I was like, you need to call the county and find out. They know this stuff, not me.
yeah. So we got a couple coming up. That they could bid on, that would be really good. Rabbit Run sidewalk and Brookfield sidewalk, Hunt Club sidewalk, Trenton
You said-
Newcastle.
Rabbit Run.
Mhm.
Oh, that's not on this.
You won't find any of those on here.
Okay. Do you know if that information has been conveyed to them?
I did last time he called. I know he's trying to reach me again too.
Oh, he will. I used to be his HOA manager.
Oh, okay.
I've been gone for a year and a half.
Okay.
And he still be calling me. Now that I hooked him up with Osbo, it's like he'd be calling me sometimes on a daily basis,
Yeah.
multiple times a day. I mean, I've still been giving him advice on their HOA stuff, even though I'm not there with them anymore. But yeah, it's like that's almost the full-time job.
Yeah, I know they had a bid kind of go wrong where they filled out a county bid, only part of it, like the part they can do,
Mm.
assuming we would find people to do the other parts. You know what I mean?
It doesn't work that way.
No. So that got explained to him. And then I said, what might be better for you is where we've got these really pure sidewalk projects coming in. So,
Yeah.
and we do, we just haven't got them up yet. We got to get permits, DOT.
Yeah.
And I thought DOT was holding me up. And they sent me something saying, no, your OET's been on it, has had our comments for 3 months. And
Nice.
so that went back to the OET, get on it, get it back out.
What?
I printed the list, I printed the list of update of TFAT schedule, but I forgot it on the printer. Sorry, but I have it pulled up right here.
That's like,
And April 21st is not a holiday.
it's not.
No,
They put-
Good Friday is that Friday before, but the 21st on the county holiday calendar is not. I didn't know what you went off.
I don't remember.
That's,
And I printed that off too and then left it in my office.
yeah, I printed like
It's still on the
5 or
printer.
10 of them.
Wonderful. I talked to Leonardo Friday. I was trying to get him to be here, but he's in depositions all day and he's gonna go to something right after that. Has that girl, that reporter from WIS reached out to you? Maggie something?
Brown. It's Maggie Brown.
That sounds familiar.
What's that about?
That was
Maggie
the
Brown.
FOIA.
So she put in, apparently at some meeting, Mr. Brown made some comment about if the media wants it, they can go look at it or something,
Oh, our audit.
the audit.
all we got was the same thing that was put out, that one-page letter. So now they seem to be wanting to look for something that's more in depth than that. I don't know if there is.
She was able to get some, she's been calling DOR. She got the settlement, a copy of the settlement thing, and she's insisting that the county is not in compliance because the audits that were supposed to be done is supposed to be publicly released, whatever, and it's not, and they're just trying to give out 2023, and I was like, if you need to send me a descriptive list of questions,
Yeah,
and she never did, so.
I, yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing more. I don't know what more there is, but we're just getting the conclusions from the auditor.
Gotcha.
Which they put into a letter form.
I figure out.
Did you
what's
get
not-
y'all a new person?
For,
That was Forest Acres, Forest Acres, was it Forest Acres?
yeah, Forest Acres does have a new one.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying, did you?
I did.
he stopped by my office Friday. And I just explained how the road system works.
I just hope we have.
Oops, there's one.
Hey, how you doing?
No.
Oh, you have two with us today. Just a couple minutes, we'll get started. Come on.
Yeah,
I remember it,
I'm done.
Don. Who?
Eight.
Oh. Oh, jeez. she's coming.
Comment.
Oh. Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are y'all?
Yes,
Sorry, I'm
sir.
late. Hey, Mike, there we go.
What's your name?
Keep taking, I'm Haskell Kibler.
Okay. Who got for him?
All right, wait a minute.
Good time, good time. Heard nothing. Good evening. We'll call this meeting to order. For the record, we do have a quorum present. First item is public comments. None have been submitted. We'll jump right into the Office of Small Business Opportunity. Ms. LaSasha.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Hello.
I will jump right into the numbers of our SLBE certification program. Right now, we have 7 architectural and engineering, 62 construction, 93 non-professional services, 76 professional services, and 6 wholesale currently certified, which puts us at 244. As of today, we do have 10 pending new applications that we're working on getting processed, and we do have 8 renewing SLBEs. Regarding our events, the Osbo Department's 2025 Business Academy, we have a theme this year. It's Transform, Succeed, Repeat, in which we will be hosting our first event of the year. It's our kickoff. It's an in-person workshop titled From Bonding to Bidding, How Surety Bonds Enhance Contracting Opportunities. Our event will be held alongside our guest workshop facilitator, Peter C. Gibbs, President and CEO of Foundation Surety and Insurance Solutions. The event will take place on this Thursday, January 30th, 2025, from 10 a.m. to 12:30 p.m., and lunch will be included. We will have it at the Richland County Administration Building on the 4th floor, and the address is 2020 Hampton Street, 4th floor conference room, Columbia, South Carolina, 29204. There will be free surface parking located behind the parking garage where the EMTs are, off of Hardin Street or Lawrence Street. If you are interested, the workshop topics will include how surety bonds increase contracting opportunities for contractors, what are the steps to the bonding process, and how can underserved markets gain access to surety bonds. To register, feel free to visit bit.ly/425K7P5. And we will also have the link on our website at richlandcountysc.gov/OSBO. And if you have any additional questions or comments regarding the event, feel free to contact the OSBO team at 803-576-1540 or by email at osbo@richlandcountysc.gov. Are there any questions?
Looks like you're free today.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sorry you're not here in person. Now we'll move to the comment. I saw Miss Jackie.
Yes, hi. Good
She-
afternoon, everyone. So I will start my report on the second page, which is item A, and that is the ridership comparison. So for the month of December, we had a total of 110,769 riders. For December of the previous year, it was 130,500, and that is a decrease of 15.12%. And that decrease is due to, we have the Christmas holiday where Christmas Eve we run reduced service, and on Christmas Day we are totally closed. So that causes the ridership to decrease. The next page of the report is the average daily ridership, and this shows the monthly ridership for each month of the year 2023 and also for each month of 2024. And the difference between the 2 years was 5,858 riders. The next page is the USC ridership. So for the month of December, the USC riders were 14,809, which is a decrease of 17,018 passengers compared to November, which was the previous month. And again, with that decrease, that's due to the students being out of school for the Christmas holidays. The next page would be item B, which is our financial report. And then following that would be item C, is the DBE participation. So actually that ends my report unless someone has any questions.
Any questions for Ms. Jack? Thank you, ma'am.
All right, thank you too.
Appreciate you.
Thanks.
All right, we'll move right along to the transportation program with Mr. Michael Maloney.
I'll give you a update on some of the projects in progress and then kind of go back to the sidewalk program and the 2012 projects that maybe are likely to be remaining after the end of the current pennies that would be moved into the 24 penny list. So that's something we have for you. Atlas Road is under construction and clearing of the roadside for the new right of way. It continues. Pineview is in right of way acquisition, Pineview Road area improvements for that widening. Blythewood Road widening is under construction and they're doing various fills they can do, water relocate, and they'll be widening more on the north side of the road to fill that subgrade up. As weather permits, they'll be getting back more heavily into asphalt paving. Broad River Road widening is in right-of-way acquisition. We continue to get closings on acquisitions and provide an update on the amount completed on that for our next meeting. Let's see, Spears Creek Church Road is something that we'll talk about later. Lower Richland Boulevard has moved into right-of-way acquisition. And Blythewood Road area improvements is in right-of-way acquisition. Our dirt road program will be putting out another set of dirt roads for construction and resurfacing. We'll have another resurfacing package coming up this month for bidding. We met with the city to talk about Gills Creek Part B. Excuse me, Part A and Smith Rocky Branch C. Those are both in design. And Smith Rocky Branch is in land acquisition, and Gills Creek is just about to move into land acquisition as well. The city requires for some parcels within both of those projects to be annexed into the city for maintenance. And they could take just a basically stripped annexation for just the easement of the actual trail. Okay. Let's see.
They're coming right along on Atlas Road with all those tree removals and stuff. It's really weird driving down there now when it's just so open.
You can click on that right there, that Excel,
Here? Or just the Excel?
click on the Excel, and click share.
Okay.
You got someone else trying to sign in too. Ron Williams.
Do we have somebody to bring in?
No, it was only me. I'm running my computer.
Yeah, that been three.
So this is, when looked at the 2012 referendum projects that wouldn't be funded by the current penny. There were some widenings, greenways, and sidewalk projects listed that wouldn't be able to be funded. One of those was listed as Polo Road. Polo Road basically is going to get taken care of by Penny One. It had been descoped to doing some intersections, but with the latest comments we received from DOT and reviewing the budgets, we'll be able to do a lot of 3-lane widening in that in the current plan. And so as we're going through the DOT review of that, that's all being taken care of in our current phase of the penny. So that could be removed as far as something that won't get done. But with Spears Creek Church Road, the sidewalks on each side had been descoped. When it was rescoped from being descoped to 3-lane, it was rescoped to 5-lane from Earth Road to I-20 and remained 3-lane from 2-notch to Earth Road. Didn't have sidewalks that came along with that. But the design does allow for sidewalks. And so we have approved right-of-way plans from DOT. We gave our OET instructions a year ago to ensure we get enough right-of-way so that we can later add those sidewalks. And so we recommend kind of going back and installing this Spears Creek Church Road sidewalk into the next penny's funding. Things that we still couldn't afford, but it would be like $8 million and actually $12.8 million sidewalk addition to that project. And would recommend putting it on this list so that the next penny could kind of handle the funding of that sidewalk. And it's possible, depending on when the penny 2 would be able to commence, it may be that when we get to final plan and before construction of Spears Creek Church Road, we could add that sidewalk in
Is there,
this funding source.
so that 12.8 for the Spears Creek Church Road,
Mhm,
that's just for the sidewalk aspect of
Yes.
that rescope?
right.
But does that also include like the easements and all that kind of stuff, or is that strictly just for sidewalks?
Strictly the sidewalks and the hard stuff around it.
Okay,
ADA ramps and crossings and things.
my other question is, one of the mandates of this committee is giving recommendations on scoping and descoping and rescoping. But that has never been brought to this committee for a recommendation on. And that's one thing that I spoke with Administrator Brown on Friday, hoping that he would be able to be here. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to attend, and there was nobody that could attend today's meeting to speak on this. So I'm going to be reaching out to him again to see if he or his designee can attend our next meeting to explain to the committee regarding the directives that were placed on this committee when the Penny One started. Because that was specifically one of the things that was listed was descoping, rescoping, and whatnot. So just for the committee's information, I have reached out and will continue to reach out to get an answer from the county to find out why the committee hasn't been allowed, for lack of a better term, to do what we were charged to do by the ordinance. I'm done.
Well, that's what we're intending to do tonight.
Oh, okay, okay. My bad.
You know, just to say, hey, this is the first stop and kind of like the expanded TPAC role is, you know, to look at these things and I would agree with you that in the past, there hadn't been anything brought forth to the TPAC in quite a long time, and we didn't have what we have tonight, which is a quorum, you know, for many meetings. And so I was going to show you a little bit more detail too as to where is it?
Go back to this.
Want to get me there? All right, sorry about that.
Hey, Jack.
The next one there. Is that actually being shared though?
Yes, sir.
This-
Well, hold on. No, it's not. Let me do it again.
If it's sharing an app versus the screen. There it is. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Mhm.
Yeah, and so I wanted to kind of close in on that and, you know, when I was talking Earth Road, Clemson was widened by the penny, and so that's, you know, the ranging motion of Clemson. It comes very close to Spears Creek Church Road with this tie between of Earth Road right here. And so from this point down to I-20 is 5-lane. And then from, you know, 2-notch up here down to Earth Road is the 3-lane. And there's development starting to happen in areas, and you can see the kind of the dark tan background. That's City of Columbia. And things are developing here within the city, like a grocery store right at this corner. And they're requiring sidewalks, but also knowing that the Penny project's coming and would be putting in potentially sidewalks too. And so they, you know, they have their certain requirements they want to see for sidewalks, but right now we have certainly 5 feet of shelf on both sides available for that.
So there wouldn't be any easements or anything like that required for that?
Correct. So as we get right away now in the approved right of way plan that we have from DOT, it will account for allowing for that space for the sidewalk already in the right of way of SCDOT.
Gotcha.
So to some extent, yes, city actually wants a little wider sidewalk, and then of course, whatever we put in needs to be able to be maintained either by the city or by DOT. And you know, Spears Creek Church Road is a DOT maintained road. And then when I turn on road maintenance, you can kind of see the blue Earth Road being blue colored in the middle. That is city maintenance. So they have that, and then they have development happening at the corners here. So, so they're kind of working that out and saying, well, if the penny's going to put it in, you know, they can defer that from certain developments happening, but it is needed. And it's quite a long corridor when you look at it. It's over 2.25 miles from the I-20 interchange down here up to 2-notch road.
And that's the 12.8 million
Yes.
for 2.5 miles
For both sides.
on both sides, okay. So technically it's like 5 miles then,
Sidewalk.
okay, all right, that seems a little better, because it seemed like 12.8 million for 2.5 miles. Someone's getting a nice paycheck.
So that would kind of be do we recommend that, that be put in so that when we do have the funding source available, that, you know, that could go into that project area, and put the sidewalk in with it.
Is that something you need a recommendation on today?
Yes, sir.
All right. Is there a motion to approve a positive recommendation to include that 2.5 miles of sidewalk on each side on Spears Creek Church Road from I-20 to Two Notch at an estimated cost of 12.8 million? Is there a motion to approve that recommendation?
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Kamal made the motion. Is there a second?
Eva Prater, right second.
If it's not, Jacob knows. All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Any abstentions? All right, thank you. The recommendation passed unanimously.
And then last, to remove Polo Road, since we're gonna be doing it, Polo Road has a well-used shared use path all the way to Mallet Hill in this location. And from this point forward, we're planning 5-foot sidewalks on both sides of the road, all the way to Two Notch Road. And then at various intersections, putting in left turn lanes for the widening. And we know that in some areas, we've got significant like signage and things that are I think I may be covering what I need here. There we go. Basically a lot of developed properties that will prevent us from going, you know, any wider than that without, you know, impacting residents. And then like their cornerstone signs for their developments and things like that. But we are able to get left turn in each direction, and we are able to get 5-foot sidewalks on each side. And so DOT made a comment that would be adding a lot of 3-lane through this particular area where there's businesses, you know, located along the side of the road. And I think in the end, we've got a really good project there now as far as a widening. So I don't see this needing to be on the carry forward list anymore. And then the project ends at, again, down at Mount Hill Road right here, where we'll be putting in a improved intersection. And we'll be kind of converting, there's the shared use path, so we'll this sidewalk and then another sidewalk, and then that'll carry all the way up to Two Notch Road.
And this is to be included in penny 1 or
Yes,
penny
sir.
2?
Penny 1.
Okay. Was it the Spears Creek Church one? Was that penny 1 or penny 2?
So Spears Creek Church Road widening is penny 1. We need to draw from penny 2 for the sidewalk project.
Okay, the sidewalk was 2. Okay. So you need a recommendation on the Polo Road or this part?
Yes, so literally lining out and removing Polo Road from Two Notch to Mallet Hill from the remaining 2012 penny projects, because it will be covered in penny 1.
Wait, say that again. So the widening for Polo Road,
Will be able to be removed from the remaining 2012 Richland Penny project list.
okay. And then have it added to penny 2?
it's gonna be completed with Penny One. So it's almost administrative. It's getting done, so it doesn't need to be on this list any further.
I gotcha. But we need a recommendation to
Ensure that.
remove it from this list?
Yes, sir.
All right. Is there a motion to remove the widening of Polo Road from Two Notch to Mallet Hill Road for districts 8, 9, and 10 at a cost of 33.12, which is just removing it from the 2012 project list
Mhm.
outstanding because it will be completed.
Yes, sir.
Join, it's Chris. I'll make that motion.
All right, thank you. It's been moved by Ms. Kiefer. Is there a second?
Second.
Got a second from
Come on.
Mr. Our new member from Forest Acres, Mr. Haskell Kibler. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed? Any abstentions? Thank you. Motion passed unanimous.
All right, well, thank you for saving us. That changes the outlook on this sheet by $20 million. So, and, you know, as we get closer to the end of the project, we do have some, we have planned inflation in Penny One yet to deal with on the projects. We forecasted that. We have the big project bids to come in that will, you know, either prove those or prove them false, but you know, as far as bids for Shop Road widening, Broad River Road widening, Spears Creek Church Road widening, Polo Road widening, all those projects coming in over the next year will, you know, be things that will really tell us the, you know, the truth and what we'll have. So yeah, as we go, we'll certainly need to continue to do that. And I just want to be very transparent with how I'm handling this list. And that it's now kind of like in all of our hands and going forward with what we're going to get done.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Do you need, so that's it for the recommendations you need from us, right?
Yes, sir, that would do.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any questions for Director Maloney? All right, thank you, sir. You got more or you done?
I'm good.
Okay. All right. Now for other business, the 2025 annual State of the Penny update. When I spoke with Administrator Brown on Friday, he was going to check with Chair Mackey for an update on that. I know he was tied up in some stuff all day today, so we do not have an update on that. I know there was the idea that it was gonna be sometime in February, but at the ad hoc committee last month, no decision was made on confirming a date, so I think that can's kind of been kicked down the road a little bit. The next thing on the agenda is elections of TPAC officers. So the floor is now open for nominations for chairperson.
Eva Prelude, I nominate John Black.
Thank you, I think.
I second it, Ron Williams.
Is there any other, it's been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Abstain. Thank you. Now we'll move on to vice chair. And I'll return the favor and nominate Miss Eva Prelude.
And I'll second that, Ron Williams.
All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Any abstentions? Congratulations, Ms. Prelude. And finally, we'll get to secretary. Nominations for secretary. I would nominate again, Ms. Kiefer.
Eva
Second.
Prelo, I second.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed. Congratulations, Ms. Kiefer.
Thanks.
The next thing we have is our, can you bring up that list? I emailed out a little while ago, the calendar for 2025. I was advised that in April, I thought that it was a holiday on the, 21st of April is Easter.
The 20th is April. It's on Sunday.
My bad. All right, so for the only change that I would add would be in April. We would meet on the 21st instead of the 28th. And I will edit that and present that as a motion to approve the 2025 calendar with that amendment to April's meeting from the 28th to the 21st. Is there a second?
I second that.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Any abstentions? Hearing none, thank you, and we'll get this edited and get it sent back out. Our next meeting will be on Monday, February 24th, because the 17th is President's Day. So with that being said, anybody have any questions or anything before we adjourn? Thank y'all for your time. The time is now 4:34 and we are adjourned. Thank y'all.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Bye.
Have a good one.
Have a great day.